Hey guys, it's your boy Joe back at it again, man. CodingPhase.com. I done did it again. Alright guys, listen, your boy's back and I done did it again like always. But this is a very important topic. This is like one of the most important topics of 2017. The biggest debate in the whole community. Vue.js versus React.js. The last debate. Right? This is my last time that I'm going to bring this up. And this is the last time that I'm going to talk about this because there's really no point. I've already set my points on this. But I want to bring it up just because we have to go over this article. This is a very good article because it shows me how people think. All right. So let's give credit to Pavel Malos. All right. And let's talk about this, right? Let's get this started. All right. So Remy Lehane, somebody that loves Vue.js, basically says, I prefer Vue.js over React. Vue.js is the new kid in the JavaScript town. What? So you basically like Vue because it's new. That's the problem with the whole community of JavaScript. Like, period. Everybody's looking for whatever is new, not whatever is the best. There's a big difference between when something is the best and when something just came out. The first Jordans, just to bring it back, the first Jordans were the best sneakers that ever came out. But there's constantly new sneakers that come out every year. And people say, oh, these are the best ones. Nah. These are the newest ones. But the best ones were the Jordans #1. That was the original. All right. That's the one that changed the game. That was the one that created everything else that followed. All right. But going back into code. So this is one of the reasons that everybody says, oh, it's the best one. It's the newest one. It's pretty much if Angular and JavaScript and, freaking React had a threesome. If they had a threesome and they basically came in and just, went crazy, then Vue came out. It's like a bad baby that nobody wanted, that was too late to basically have an abortion for. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry I took it a little bit too far, but that was a funny line. But yeah, so people just love it because it's new. There's really no other reason about it. And people was like, oh yeah, but Vue is like this one. Let's highlight this. Yeah, let's highlight this thing. It's like, hey, freaking Vue.js is moving to the fucking native apps, just like React Native. Wait, and what Alibaba's using to create Wix, which I've tried and it works like shit. Like, nobody's talking about this thing, right? Nobody's talking about the fact that this thing works like shit. That's just my opinion, all right? And that's a pretty honest opinion, all right? So React is ideal for almost any platform, which is true. You can even do virtual reality with React. Like, there's so much shit that you could do. Now, there's a thing that people think. They're like, oh, React has a steep learning curve. It takes a long time to learn it. Well, it's a brand new system. Of course, it's going to take a little while, right? Most people got to learn, how to use bundlers, how to use something like Webpack, either Gulp or Grunt, or they have to also, learn about, JS6, which people really hate JS6. If we go back down here somewhere, let me see, where is it? The first thing this person says is, I hate JS6 with a passion. So you hate JS6, if you guys read through this whole thing, for one main reason. Number one, they change class to class name. They change style to be basically that you gotta put in an object inside of it. you're working with JavaScript. You should be thankful that there's something like JSX, because the most annoying thing is when you're having to coding in something like in JavaScript, and then now you have to go jump into the view and say, hey, where's my Angular templates? Did I v-bind it with something? Do you understand how retarded that shit is? And that's just my opinion, because I actually know JavaScript, which is another thing. It's like, if you're a brand new developer, I understand why you will want to use Vue. If you only been around, I don't know, for 6 months, I understand why you want to learn with Vue. Yes, I understand it. It's the same reason that I tell people, hey, learn with jQuery. It's super easy for somebody that doesn't know JavaScript, right? You could go in there and create something, but not knowing JavaScript, right? You can go and create fucking something amazing with Vue.js without knowing JavaScript, which brings in a lot of problems, because later on you realize, hey, I didn't create this the right way. Hey, we didn't use the best practices. Hey, somebody help. We don't know what to do because we created this in Vue.js, where there's barely any documentation. I mean, there's good documentation from them, but there's barely any, compared to React. When you search online, all the questions that you could ever imagine have already been answered, right? So I don't know. That's my opinion, right? Now, let's see. Let's keep looking, man. There's another thing that people don't like about it. It's like it uses a lot of intermediate, advanced, and JavaScript concepts, right? So it's like, if you don't understand objects, React is not for you. If you don't understand how this keyword works, it's not really for you. If you don't understand how functional programming, it's not really for you. It's more, I will say, for it's intermediate to advanced developers. Developers who have been around in a long time, working as, JavaScript developers, web developers, or even people who are coming from other languages, they love React, because if you know how to program and you're an experienced developer, you're going to be doing great. If you're a brand new developer, yeah, it's time for you to learn. It's time for you to go and bust your ass, learn all these things that are here. I have in my description, this is a course that's named Understanding the Weird Parts of JavaScript, right? JavaScript and the Weird Parts, something like that. It's on my description, right? So for you guys that don't understand those concepts, my advice is, guys, learn JavaScript. Stop trying to learn a framework that's going to make your life easier just to say, hey, I could v-bind this to v-bind that, and then I could compute this to compute that. No, learn JavaScript, learn how, functional programming works, learn object-oriented programming, learn ES6. Just learn the language itself in general, right? Stop trying to find all this, this frameworks that put like an extra layer in front of JavaScript. Like, for a long time, people were doing that with jQuery. And there's so many developers, I'm not even lying to you guys. I keep bumping into people who do like, WordPress themes, or they come in and do like a little website for different clients, and their JavaScript look horrible because they don't know JavaScript. What they know is jQuery, and they just say, oh yeah, I could do this through jQuery, and I could search online how to, put a slider plugin into my page, and that's it, I got a slider. No, learn how to code it yourself. That's my problem with Vue.js. Plus the fact that Vue.js is pretty much a really bad copy of React. That's my problem. And I just keep saying this to you guys. Like, do you support the original? Do you support the one that basically changed the game, right? Or do you support the knockoff, the one that you find in, right next to the, Louis Vuitton fake bags outside of the street. Which one do you support? Do you support the Louis Vuitton bag that's in the store, or do you support the one that costs $50 at the corner? Which one do you want? It's easier to go and get that little $50 bag and say, oh, I got a Louis Vuitton. But what about the original one? The one that took, hundreds of hours to, perfect that stitching on that bag, and it's coming to you live from, Italy, and smells brand new. Or do you want the $50 one from the corner? You know what I mean? Like, if I'm a new developer, I wouldn't be trying to find shortcuts. And that's what Vue is. A lot of people are loving Vue because it's such a shortcut. It's such a, basically, it's like such a framework that's so easy to get into, just like jQuery. And yes, that's great. But how about you learn JavaScript? How about you put in those extra hours? Right? How about you go in and start learning JavaScript instead of trying to find a shortcut to things? Now, let's read this. This is from somebody who basically, he likes JavaScript. He likes React. He basically said, even if React eventually becomes outdated, I'm not going to have any regrets about learning it, because I walked away knowing way more than I knew about JavaScript when I started. And that's the truth. If it wasn't for React, I wouldn't have been this good in JavaScript. Like, I'm really, really good, guys. I'm really fucking good. Like, and this is over almost 2 years, almost 3 years of just working with React from the beginning. Like beta. I've been around since like beta, like way before they even released it. So I would say it's like, guys, like, I don't know, man, like, people are jumping on this thing and I just don't understand it. I don't understand it because it's like, man, stop looking for a shortcut. Learn JavaScript. Vue.js is not going to solve all your problems, right? And I have no problem with even you, what's his name? Even yo. I don't know how you say his name, how you pronounce it. But another thing that brings me, and like, it irks my blood, because I'm a long time Laravel user. And one thing that Laravel did, what people, I don't know if they noticed or realized this, they basically forced Vue.js on people. So I remember when Jeffrey Wade, I think that's his name, Jeffrey Wade from Laracast, started basically putting out tutorials on Vue, on the first Vue. And I'm like, wait, this thing is exactly like Angular. Why is this being promoted on Laravel, right? Why is this thing being promoted on Laravel? And at first, it was fine because it was like an extra tutorial that they had on Laracast, and like nobody cared, nobody watched it. Somehow, I can imagine like he schemed it. He basically got everybody from Laravel to jump on it and like, oh guys, you know what? Basically we have how you call this? We have React, we have Angular. We can make our name even bigger than what it is. Because now, whatever you name Vue.js, you gotta name Laravel. So Laravel is getting so much promotion out of this too. Everywhere you go is like, hey, Vue.js, Laravel, right? So they basically schemed it and forced all the users to have to use basically Vue.js. It comes with the framework now. There's no other framework that's using, a specific front-end framework that I know of. I don't see any other framework that does that. But Laravel, which is a PHP backend framework, decided to say, hey, we're going to add Vue.js, right? And you guys gonna have to eat it. So yeah, so that's one of the problems that I have with this. And it's just like, man, there's like so much BS behind the scenes of this that people need to be honest with themselves. There's so much promotion on this. And it's not because it's the best. It's because of the idea that, hey, there's this guy and there's this Chinese guy who used to work at Google, and somehow, he copied the first one. Vue 1 was a copy of Angular, and nobody said anything. And then somehow he's good now, and Vue.js is on Laravel, Vue.js on Alibaba, and there's a whole bunch of Chinese companies using it, which we don't know that. We don't see anywhere where there's major companies using that. Nobody's using Vue.js, right? Now, there's a thing where it says, let me see, because I forgot to highlight it. Okay, highlight this real quick. Let me see, highlight this. Sorry, guys, we just gotta highlight it. God damn it. Their JavaScript is not working that good. They need React. Okay, so basically it says React is very popular and it's been around longer. It's likely more businesses have used React. Keep that in mind if you're in the market for a new job right now. Right? That's one thing that nobody tells you. Nobody tells you that for a new developer, there's really no jobs for Vue.js. Vue.js is like something that everybody's talking about on the internet, and it's like cool. It's become like a meme. Vue.js is like a meme to Angular and React. It's like the meme that everybody keeps passing around. It's like when Drake released that video of him dancing and everybody started putting Pokeballs and a whole bunch of shit on it. That's what Vue has become for Angular and React. It's a meme. You know what I mean? Like, it's a meme on the internet. Everybody talks about it, but nobody's using it on any major company. All right, people was gonna drop was GitLabs, PageKit, Laravel. I don't know who here is thinking that GitLabs is a huge company. Who here is thinking like Laravel is a huge company? I don't know. Y'all tell me when we start seeing Nike, or let's see when you start seeing something like let's see another company that I could respect. I don't know, because it's like all the major companies like Google, Facebook, all of them are using React and Angular. Like, yes, they own it, but every other company that's at that level, that's what they're using. Nobody is using Vue.js. Now, if you're a brand new developer and you're gonna get hired in a indie shop, indie digital agency, nobody cares. You could use whatever technology you want. So you could go in there and use Vue.js because nobody cares, right? But when you go to a major company, ain't nobody using Vue.js on their website. And that's something that you got to keep in mind. So just how that line says, keep that in mind if you're in the market for a new job right now. Because if you're looking for a job and you don't know React or Angular, and you're going to come in with, hey guys, my name is Josh. Yeah, I stay on Reddit. I stay on, what's the other one? Not Hacker Noon, not Hacker Noon. There's no Hacker List or whatever. I stay on there, and all I do all day is upvote Vue.js videos and news, and but I don't know React or Angular. Can you hire me? You're not gonna get that job. It's that simple, right? You're just not gonna get it because there's so many other people that know Angular and React that now that's actually a disability for you. That's a handicap for you. You know what I mean? Like knowing Vue.js and not knowing Angular or React, is like, you hurting yourself, kid. All right. So don't believe the hype. There is a lot of hype behind this thing. It's not that great, guys. And it's not that bad. I would say it's not that great and it's not that bad, if that makes sense. But we have to be honest with ourselves. If a company is going to basically invest time into a framework and say, hey, what framework we're going to support for the next 5 years, we're going to have on our website, most likely they're going to choose React or Angular, right? And they're not going to choose Vue.js. Vue.js is like something that's on the internet. Vue.js is a meme on the internet. All right, guys? So choose wisely. Don't go over whatever you see online and think that, hey, this is the best thing for me. It's easy. It's very easy. I don't even know JavaScript. Well, I can do something great on vbind this and vbind that. All right, kids, I'll see you later. Wow. Guys, I just want to say thank you for actually watching my videos and lasting all the way to the end. I want to share this with you guys. If you come here on my description, you will see more links that's going to help you out, guys. You have a link that's directly to my website where I have courses, right? Courses that are going to help you, like learn HTML, CSS, future-proof JavaScript, jQuery, Node.js, Laravel like a boss. I know how to code. Now what, right? Basically, these courses are going to help you get to the next level, all right? Listen, $10 a month, but for you guys, it's $5 a month. I'm talking about 50% off on everything automatically, all right? Just because it came from YouTube, guys, all right? And I also have, the courses that made me into a developer that are coming directly from Udemy. Trust me, guys, $10, they're completely worth it, guys. They're going to teach you how to become a developer. Now, I would say come and check out my website. Give it a try. It's $5. You can cancel at any time. But the best part about it is that you're learning from somebody who is self-taught. Somebody that's going to give you the things that you need to become successful. Like, guys, I make over $100,000 as a web developer. I've been doing this for a long time, and now I'm taking it to the next level because of you guys. I'm taking it to the next level to teach you guys and help you get to that job that you need to get. Right? That job that you deserve. All right, guys. So I'll see you guys later. Bow.